Hello everybody, welcome back to the Battle for Azeroth Alpha. My name is Necroxus. Last time, we ended on kind of a I was mad ending there. I'm not going to take it back. I am going to say that I am still open to having my mind changed, and we still have not finished the zone yet, so that is what we are going to be doing right now. Last time, we managed to get the Alchemist from Falconhurst. Took way too long than it should have, but now we're coming to meet Lucy, Waycrest, and Marshall Reed to try and take back Corlane so we can get to the Waycrest Manor and figure out where the hell Lucy's parents are. Also, forgive me for doing this right now, but this is like just a little bit too loud. Okay, so here we are. I made my way over there. As you can see, I'm over here. So here we go. Marshall Reed, are those your men? Yes, the Coven overtook them. They are no more than mindless pawns. We have no choice but to cut through them. I'm sorry. Hey, look, guess what? The witches cursed more people, guys.
Well met.
Could you believe it? Good, you've arrived. The tower that watches over Corlane and the surrounding lands. Oh, this tower. Apparently it is of little value to the Coven, but to us it would serve as a valuable foothold. The First Watch! As you can see, the Coven has conscripted my own guardsmen into their service. Though I am loath to battle my own, these men are too corrupted by the Coven's magic to be saved. For them, death is the only mercy we can give. Your Inquisitors are ready await your command, Warlock. Are you ready to take the tower?
Be careful.
Alright, men. Let us take this tower and drive the Coven from Corlane. Let's do it! Glory to House Waycrest! Woohoo! Kill them all! This is a, if you couldn't tell, this is a new day of recording. I'm not going to say that my previous comments were because I was in a bad mood or something, because I wasn't outside of the game. We can handle the soldiers, Warlock. Find their leader. I'm going to guess it's a witch somewhere in here. Here we go. Let's just kill them all. Woo! Little bit of lag is happening here. Oh, and I'm dead. Alright, I am back. Sorry. Hey, look, it's a witch. Who'd have thought? Sister Adela. Let's kill her real fast, and then we will have taken Watchman's Rise for the Waycrests. Oh, that's a cool effect. It looks a little weird up close, but I like it. And bam. She's dead. Oh. Excellent work, Warlock. This tower will provide us advantage over Corlane and all of its holdings. Well fought. The tower is ours. Now we should set our sights on Corlane proper. A weathered eye. It would be wise to get a lay of the land before we put together a plan of action. Inquisitor Notley is an expert falconer and reliable scout. He utilizes an ancient relic to see through the eyes of his falcon, allowing him to survey great distances. Unfortunately, Notley was injured during the fighting. Nothing serious, but it's left him unable to concentrate enough to control his falcon. Perhaps you could help.
For the Alliance.
Sounds good. Let's go talk to him and see what's actually going on. So here we are. My flight point is now active. Inquisitor, where are you? Is he hanging out over here? Where is he? Is he up in the tower itself? Oh wait, here he is. Hold still, I need to make this tight. I'm trying. It would be easier if you weren't trying to rip my arm off.
How are you?
Hello, Warlock. Don't worry about this. It's just a minor wound. That is, unless Mace turns it into a major one with her first aid. What can I do for you? I need your help. I'm afraid I'm a little indisposed at the moment, though I suppose I could let you borrow Winston for a spell. Here, take this whistle. It will allow you to directly control him. Be careful, though. If Winston gets too stressed, it will break the connection. Try to steer clear of any of the possessed falcons or crossbowmen. Good luck. Oh, and Necroxus, please try not to kill my bird.
Have a good one.
I'm gonna get you, Winston. Let us do this. Woohoo! Oh, this is just an invade button. Well done! Now the path to Waycrest Manor runs through Upper Corlane. We should check out that first. Evade! 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 Just constant evades. That's how you win. Yes? Evade. So this is Corlane. Okay. So they put up a barrier, eh? I can't say I'm surprised, but that will prove problematic. Why don't we do a flyover of the town proper? Be sure to come in low enough that we can get a good look. I assume Waycrest Manor is inside the upper area of the town. They're rounding up the townspeople. That must mean they're not completely under the Coven's spell. Matron Sarah Dwen is what her name is. Maybe there are more survivors out there. Before we return, there's one last place we should check. There's an armory right over the hill. Let's see if anyone's home. Oh, not over there. It's over here. Right? Yeah, over here. Let us check. Everyone is possessed by everything. Alright. We did it. The blacksmith is alive. We're in luck. Though we better get to him quickly. Whew. Hurry back. We'll need to let Marshall Reed know what we saw. I'm sure he'll have a strategy in mind. Can I just... I'm back. The game didn't like me shit-talking it last time, so it disconnected me when I exited the bird. What news do you bring? It's good to know that there are still some left to save in Corlane. We should focus our attention on them until we can devise a plan to bypass that barrier. I'll make sure to get this whistle back to Notley. Thank you, Warlock. A steady ballast. The armory presents us a ripe opportunity, Warlock. One I suggest we take. If this battle were to draw out, we have little means to repair our arms and armor. A blacksmith is invaluable to any war effort, and Ballister is one of the best. The armory is but a short ride from here. I suggest you get to Ballister before it's too late.
Light bless you.
And Lucille.
Hey there.
Precious metals. Warlock, I have another objective we should consider. The Bleak Hills mine is not too far from our location, although the miners there principally extract iron. That sentence sounded weird to me. They do so on occasion find silver among the veins. We do not know the current state of the mine, but it's unlikely that the Coven has passed it over. However, it would be worth braving whatever dangers lie in there to recover some of the silver to use against them. This is an interesting little Oh, they're giving Azurite now.
Safe travel.
This is interesting. There's been a build update since last episode. I don't really know what's different now, but I don't want to look at all the things to get spoiled yet. So I haven't been looking too much into it. But anyway, as I was saying, let's go do the mine first. Where is that? Over here? Oh, actually, since that one's closer, let's go save the guy first. As I was gonna say, it's interesting that they use iron because in the game, you might not know anymore because you can kind of just skip right to Legion and do 1 to 800 in Legion content. But iron nodes, silver nodes were actually the rare form of iron nodes. So I like that they kept that consistency where it's like they're extracting iron, but sometimes they find silver because that's how it was in vanilla. So. Very nice attention to detail on whoever wrote that quest text. So that was pretty cool. Alright, oh, there's a quest over here too. Inquisitor Yorick is down here doing something. Let's find out. We're going to have to aggro this guy, I think. Yep. Let's kill them real quick. Hopefully before the other ones come. Nope. Ah, shit. Alright. Let's just talk to her real quick.
You need something?
Well met, Warlock. I hope you don't mind that I took the liberty to scout ahead and assess the situation at the armory. The good news is there still seems to be some salvageable arms left in the armory. The bad news, of course, is that the Coven is after them as well. Additional weapons could be a great boon. I recommend we collect 10 quality salvage. Sounds good to me. Where do we get that from? Do they drop it? I'm not sure. Let's kill that one. It doesn't say that they drop it, so I'm not 100% sure. Also, I have now been 112 long enough that they are 112 now. Sorry, guys. The curse got lifted as you died, so that's unfortunate. I'm going to collect all of these, and then we'll get to Angus Ballister. Alright, I'm killing this sister, who's the only one here, so I think I need to kill her to get Angus. But I don't know what this... I can feel my mind slipping. I owe you my life, Mainlander. What, did he lock himself in his place? Is that why Angus... Can we not get in? What do we have to do here? Is he not in that building, actually? Is he behind the building? Oh, he's in the cellar. Alright, let's kill this last guy. I didn't expect him to be downstairs in a cellar, but I guess that's right where that leads, so... I am noticing a dip in frame rate since the last update. I don't know, I wonder what they changed or added. Here he is. Get back or you'll be meeting my hammer. We're here to help you, big chubby man.
What can I do for you?
Wait, you're not one of them? It's a blessing to see someone that doesn't have the dark glow in their eyes. I was beginning to think there was no one left. These blasted witches didn't put a curse on. Angus Ballister at your service. What are you doing in a blighted hellhole like this? We could use a blacksmith to help fight the Coven. Well, I don't know ye from a hole in the hull, but an enemy of the Coven is a friend of mine. Plus, it'll be easier to get out of here with an extra blade at my side. Say the word and we'll be out of here.
for the Alliance.
Let's go. Alright, you just lead the way. Oh, it's Yorick. You found him! We should leave this place quickly. The Covenant has this place surrounded. Wait, what was that? Here they are. They're in here! Flush them out! Just try, you'll taste my hammer, witch! They're all getting wrecked. I saw that crit that was Leet 1337. Just proves how great I am. You cannot escape the mother. Ah, cram it, you foul-tongued nag. Your mother can rot in the bowels of the sea snake. If you're finished, I think we should be leaving here. Ah, you be correct. Lead the way. I will escort Ballister back to Watchman's Rise. I will meet you there personally. I like how there's no music when you get down into the cellar. That's pretty cool. And now once we leave, it starts up right away. I still don't know who the mother is. I have a theory. I do know Lady and Lord Waycrest, what is going on with them. I'm trying not to spoil it. I don't want to say fate, because that seems to imply that they're dead. I guess by saying that, I reveal that they're not dead. But I know what's going on with Lord and Lady Waycrest, and I still don't know who the mother is supposed to be. I guess we're going to find out. I have a theory. I don't want to say what it is, because it kind of leads into a spoiler, but I mean, I'm sure you could put two and two together, what I'm considering. Who the mother is, and is leading all the coven. And we haven't seen them yet. And there's also other characters we have not seen yet, who have been repeatedly talked about in the story for a while. Have you figured it out? Who I think it is? There's a quest in this building. The spiders are everywhere! Oh god, spiders. At least we're not fighting witches, hey! It's nice. How did you get here? Did you kill the spiders? Some terrible old hag unleashed a swarm of these horrible spiders in the mine. I was barely able to make it out alive, but they got me surrounded. You can't leave me here. Please kill those things. While I was trying to get out of the mine, some of my friends weren't so lucky. I saw the spiders wrap them up in their webs, probably to save them for a snack later. It was terrible, but all I could do was run. Would you help them out?
See you later.
Rescue 8 miners. So we have to get a bunch of... So I have to kill spiders, rescue miners, and get silver nuggets. I wonder where the nuggets are. Do the spiders drop them? Oh, they're right here in the minecarts. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do all that, and then we will continue. Alright, I've completed all the quests.
Good day.
Saved everyone, got the ore. You killed them? Oh, thank you so much. It's been like a living nightmare in here. You saved them. You're certainly a hero in my book.
Have a good one.
Okay, so I guess that's done. Thank you for taking care of those spiders. Not sure how much longer I would have lasted. Sure thing, Elsie. Elsie Wright. So now we just have to go back, yeah? If it's all the same to you, I'm getting out of here before more of those things come. Hey, look, there's one right there. Let's kill this one real quick. The spiders look actually really cool. I don't think I showed one off, but you can see that the texture on them has gotten a lot better. They also have the cool spikes on their butt. I like them a lot. The new models, pretty great. We've gotten a lot of new models for like creatures that have been in the game for a long time, like boars and spiders, and there's new Quillboar models coming in the other Kul Tiras zone called Stormslung Valley. Although we did see them for a little bit in the first episode. Ballister's already hard at work downstairs in the forge. He asked that I convey you his thanks for the rescue. Sure thing. I've turned all my quests in. Here we go.
Need help?
Our fortunes are turning up. Having a blacksmith at the tower will ensure our Inquisitors stay equipped for battle. What did you find at the armory? So the Coven didn't completely clean out their armory. That's good news for us. Even the most common villager in Drustvar can hold their own in a fight. With these arms, we can turn each person we rescue into another soldier on the line.
The Alliance.
And the seal?
How are you?
Any luck with the mine? You found silver! Excellent! Though it isn't much, any quantity of silver should help our efforts against the Coven. An improved arsenal. I don't know much about blacksmithing, but I'm pretty sure this won't be enough silver to outfit all the Inquisitors. We will need to find another way to use this. Let's hope that Ballister can come up with something creative. Speak with Angus Ballister to create a silver weapon at Watchman's Rise. And I'm getting this. I'm getting Witch Rend. A blunderbuss that does increased damage to witches of Heartsbane Cavern. Ooh.
See you around.
So he's downstairs, I believe, in the basement that apparently I didn't know existed. So I'm going to guess it's behind here. There's probably a little thing that goes down. Maybe? How do I get there? Is it just inside the thing and I just walked right by it like an idiot? It sure is! Hey, what's up, Angus?
Hey there.
Oh, Necroxus, thank you for netting me out from under the Coven's boot. We've nearly got a proper forge set up here, so just holler if you need anything. Can you make a weapon out of this silver?
Around.
Ain't much here, but I got a notion how to maximize its potential.
Later.
Make a gun and shoot out little silver bullets. Let me work for a spell. Meanwhile, I believe I spied an old hand cannon in the repair heap over there. Fetch it for me, and we can see what we can do. Let us search. I got it. That's just the one. Toss it over the table there. Woohoo! I'll need to modify this hand cannon here first. I'm thinking if we can break this silver up into shrapnel, we'll have ourselves quite a dangerous blast. Ah, there we go. All that's left is to give the girl a name. How about calling her Witcherend? Witcherend, I like it.
Greetings.
She's a beaut. Back in the Navy, we used the stuff on our muskets with scraps. Oh, we used to stuff our muskets with scraps when we ran out of bullets. This will be the damage you need to be sure.
Be careful.
Oh, we got a new ability now. Cool. It's a 30-second cooldown. Damages enemies in a cone in front of the caster. Deals greatly increased damage against the witches. Let's see what it looks like. Bang! I like it. See, this is cool. Guess I can kill these dumbass witches faster now. Alright, Lucia, what shall we do next?
Hello.
Witch rending, a blunderbuss! I have to say, I wasn't quite expecting that, nonetheless. Now that we have a weapon, we have an advantage. I think it's time we take the fight directly to the Coven. Marshal Reed has informed me that several of their matrons have been spotted throughout Coeur Lane. Let's show them what happens to an enemy of House Waycrest. Use the Witch Rend to defeat matrons Saradwen, Adeline, and Letitia.
Have a good one.
Letitia? I don't know how you pronounce that. Letitia, I believe, is the... I would go out... Wait, wager guess it's not Letitia, and that is Letitia instead. Alright, so... They seem to be down here. Let's jump down and kill ourselves from the fall. Matron and Adeline. I'm sorry, Grandma. My grandma's name was Adeline. But, suck on this! That didn't do a ton. Oh, but it increases damages from all sources. Ooh, that's cool. Alright, well, there she goes. My curse endures! Yeah, but you won't, so you're dead. Haha, suck on that, bitch. Alright, so, there was one here. Aha, she's back. She's respawned just in time. Lets us use our hand cannon that is still on cooldown. Oopsie doops. Let's just wait a couple seconds, and here we go! Let's go like this and hopefully not die. So it doesn't seem to work on the regular witches, like the small ones, like the Heartsbane sister. Because those are witches of the Coven as well. Let's just heal up our Voidwalker. He's taking lots of damage. I may die, but our master is eternal. So their master is Goraxol, yeah? Is that what we've come to accept? Alright, so that one's dead. We have a quest over there from Inquisitor Mace. We have the bonus quest, which I don't really care about doing right now. I'll probably have it done off camera eventually. Mace, what's up, girl?
Well met.
Hello, anyone home? Oh good, maybe you can make sense of this. I was just carving through a swath of the Coven's lackeys when I stumbled across this field. Something has knocked these guys out completely out of commission. I can't seem to find the source. But maybe you'll have better luck. I'm more used to hitting things than investigating them.
Be careful.
I'll leave you to the mystery then, while I see about cracking more Coven skulls. So you have to investigate the farm? Okay. What about this right here? That's a little glowing thing on the ground? Wait, how did you... Hey, you're not one of them, are you? Harris
Hello?
Hawking? You don't look like you're in league with the Coven, so what are you doing here in Coeur Lane? Before you ask, yes, this is my farm, and no, I ain't leaving. If you ask me, this here is the safest place in Drustvar as long as these onions keep growing. Not sure why, and don't rightly care, but for some reason the Coven don't come near my onion field. So long as my crop doesn't give out, I can hold up here as long as it takes. Unfortunately, those boars got the same idea, and now they're eating out my harvest. If they keep that up, soon there'll be nothing keeping the Coven at bay. If you can do me a favor and thin some of them out, I'd be happy to let you take some of these onion with you. So like we saw from the trial way earlier on, witches don't like onion. An offensive harvest. So you're taking the fight to the Coven with the Waycrest girl, eh? You just might be able to take advantage of their apparent onion aversion. While you're out rooting out in the field, keep an eye out for any of those onions bulging out of the ground. Those ones should be particularly aromatic and should cause some fits in the Coven minions if you keep it on you. Just try not to take too much, right? I need enough left to keep in my farm, in the fields, to keep my farm safe.
Have a good one.
I took some liberty with what he actually said there because my brain ain't so good. Alright, we're gonna do all this, and then we'll see what happens next. Alright, I am back. I'm trying to figure out what these things are on the ground that are, like, lit up a little bit. They're like, I don't know what they're supposed to be. Maybe it's something I don't have access to yet. That ought to do it for a spell. Thanks for the help, stranger. Did you find any good onions? That bunch should serve you well. Hey, here you go. I got them onions bundled up nicely for you. Give my regards to Miss Waycrest, will you? Her allies are welcome on my farm anytime.
See you around.
Yay, I'm 113 now. I am already 3 levels into my leveling, and we still haven't finished the first zone. So, I guess they haven't changed their mind in stating that. Ooh. This is a dormant construct. So I believe a witch is supposed to be here, but they're not here as of this moment. But that was, as I was saying, I thought maybe they might change their mind and say, like, oh, you'll get to, like, 108 or 109 if you finish, and then you'll get to 110 on the other continent. I don't know, because it sounds kind of cool and different, something they haven't done before, but I guess not. I assume I'll probably get to at least half of 103 while, while I'm in Drustvar alone. I'm wondering if the witch has just been killed and I just missed it, or if there's a bug here.
It's too far away.
So I guess it'll pop up on my map when she gets here, but I'm gonna just keep killing these guys until she shows up. Alright, she's back. Also, in the meanwhile, I had another quest, so let's kill her real quick, excuse me. And I'll tell you that. I found a quest that basically just said, hey, there's a bunch of villagers who had a bunch of crests. If we collect them, we can figure out who they are when they died. So, I just collected 8 things from dead bodies on the ground. Which weren't the things I was referencing earlier, those weird little lit up, like, knife-looking things on the ground. So I'm not sure what they are, so. Alright, let's go back to the tower real quick, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump up here. And then we can turn these in. And I believe we should be pretty close to clearing our way out of Lower Corlane. I think we've killed all the matrons that we saw. We got a new bundle of onions for Lucy. And we got a bunch of deceased artifacts from people who died.
Hello.
Let us hope it sends a message to the Coven. As long as we have weapons to fight them, we will persevere, excuse me. Speaking of weapons, I do believe our blacksmith has an idea on how to take down that barrier. We should have a word with him. Okay, cool. Is it still the same? Yeah, it's still not updating yet, so it's clearly a work in progress still. The Coven is vulnerable to onions. I remember my nan used to tell stories about warding off evil, but I never thought to take it literally. This is quite the discovery. Completion will eventually lead to a new zone ability. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I guess these are the zone abilities. I would have liked to get these a little bit earlier, maybe, in the storyline, so that you'd have some cool little button to get a little bit earlier on. Let's just upgrade this real quick. What is this? There's magic in the air. What's this? What's this? Tokens from dead bodies. I don't know what to say. That you would risk your life to bring these items to me speaks rightly of your character, Mainlander. I will make sure these keepsakes make it to their friends and families of the fallen, as well as news of their fate. On their behalf, I thank you for your compassion.
Safe travels.
So, I believe we have to go down here and talk to our blacksmith friend who thinks to know how to take down the barrier. Let's see what he says.
You need something?
Barrier Buster! Oh, Necrox, or Oi, Necrox! I think I might have a solution to the pesky barrier keeping you out of Corlane proper. I took the silver we had left and doctored up one of these cannonballs. The walls surrounding Corlane are festooned with defensive cannons. Get one pointed at the gate and you can send this beauty right into the barrier. You need a hefty pinch of powder to get this thing moving, though. It's a bit on the heavy side. You can likely find some in the camp outside the walls. Collect 5 blasting powder. Oh, and Mainlander, the marshal said that you see him before you head to camp. Okay, so let's go back up here and get another quest, I guess. And see what he wants us to do. For those who have OCD or pretend they do like me, I can't move the button. I tried.
Well met.
It has come to my attention that you intend to assault the camp outside of the walls. If so, I have a request. Though most of the guardsmen who fight against us return to the Coven against their will, Captain Goodspeed and his brigade of halberdiers gave their souls willingly to the Heartsbane. How do you know that? They are traitors and an affront to the Waycrest Guard. You will find Goodspeed and his men stationed at the camp. I would consider it a personal favor if you would cut them down to the last.
Go with honor, friend.
How do you know that they willingly did that? Because when we first met you, you still really didn't know what was going on. And you were just trying to save Lucy from being hung as a witch. Did you know of the witches already? If so, how did you let them get so out of control? There are lots of questions in here that don't make a lot of sense. But I guess it's a little bit more interesting now that we know that they're not all just cursed. There are some people who willingly just decided to betray everyone. Hey, a quest. Inquisitor Notley.
What can I do?
Ooh, 2 more. I found where those evil witches have been tainting our falcons. You see those charms? Notley motions toward the high perches in the roofs nearby. They're using these to infect our flock with their evil magic as they hatch. I think Winston can get up there and take out the charms, but someone will need to direct him. I'm not quite healed up to take on the whole camp of falconers. Can you help? Use the whistle to destroy 7 bewitching charms. And leaving the nest. It looks like the Coven hasn't managed to enthrall all of our falcons. I can see some untainted ones still in cages in the training yard. Our falcons are well tainted and should know how to fly to our other yards if something happens to their handlers. If you can just release them from their cages, they should be able to make it to safety. The falconers have the keys.
Safe travel.
Collect falcon keys and let them go. Okay, so I guess we have to go down here and do this. Where are the guys that... Oh, the brigadiers. Or the halberdiers, excuse me. So they still are hexed. They just willingly gave themselves up to be hexed for the lulz? Like, why would they do that? But, okay, I'm going to complete all of these shenanigans, and then we will get to blasting down that barrier. Alright, we're back. I believe the Falcon Cage quest is bugged because they're all over in that area right there, but there's actually no birds in them, and opening them doesn't do anything, so here we go. But I'm here. I got the blasting powder. Cannon's ready, boss. Care to do the honors? Use the Ramparts cannon to break the barrier into the gates of Upper Corlane.
See you around.
If you don't mind, I got a few scores to settle. Awesome in-game event! What is it, just blowing up a thing? Awesome event complete! The barrier's down! The way into Waycrest Manor lies ahead. Let's go, here we are. Ooh, we're inside finally. Ballister's plan worked! He's certainly a resourceful blacksmith. Come, Inquisitor, Waycrest Manor is ahead. Let's get this real quick. Hold on, let's turn the other ones in. A traitor's death! Captain Goodspeed was a stain on the reputation of the Waycrest Guard. I hope his end is painful. Take a look at the city square, Warlock. Marshal Reed gestures toward a ritual being performed by some disciples in the distance. I don't know what they're doing to that wicker construct, but I don't like it. We've seen the kind of damage those things can do without the aid of the Coven's magic. I am loath to think what those things are capable of. You know what must be done. Kill 4 empowered servitors. Hexecutioner! I like the name of that. It would appear that this is where the Coven trains its new acolytes. Our efforts may be for naught if they continue to expand their numbers. I cannot leave Lucille's side in this place. But you have already shown yourself a formidable combatant. Cut them down. I wonder why the location of the Waycrest Manor is where the most elite members of the Coven are. I wonder what that could say about Lucille's parents. Could they be part of the Coven? Who knows?
Be careful.
Good day to you.
To the other side. Looks like the Coven is using Corlane as a base of operations. There's no way we'll be able to cut through this many of them without the rest of the Inquisitors. They must be stuck behind the wall, excuse me. Warlock, there are 3 smaller footman gates along the walls into Corlane. See if you can make them open so our allies can make their way through. Why are you not questioning why, right next to where your manor is their main base of operations? And why aren't you questioning how it most likely leads you to believe that your parents are behind all of this? Lucille?
I need to get
Are you an idiot? The Fall of Corlane. This discarded journal looks like it belonged to one of the residents of Upper Corlane. With this details some early signs of the Heartsbane appearance in Corlane. Oh, within it details some early signs of their appearance. If you can find more writings like this, you might be able to piece together the events that led to Corlane's current state. Spoiler alert, and I don't even know if this is true, but her parents let them in because they're either working with them or they are enslaved by them. That's gonna be what it is. It's been a fortnight since anyone in Corlane has seen or heard from Lord or Lady Waycrest. Solicitors are turned back at the gate guards who have no word on their condition. Rumors abound that the Lord is suffering from a wasting sickness and the Lady is so grief-stricken she has locked herself in his chambers. These are truly dark times. Or she's evil and he's evil, either one of them or both of them, and they're behind everything that's going on. Probably her mom is the ringleader because she's got to be the mother that everyone keeps talking about. Right? Alright. I'm going to do all the rest of this and then we will continue on to the end of this storyline, I think, because we are very close to the end. This is the third night that our Maggie is secreted away when she thought her father and I were asleep. I tried to follow, but I lost her outside the court to Warcraft Manor. The Davy said that their girl has also gone missing some nights, only to return as mysteriously as she left, acting as if nothing is the matter. Her father swears she saw her enter the manor, but that's preposterous. Nobody's been in and out of the manor for weeks. The plot thickens. At last, there is light of hope for Drustvar. Lady Warcraft emerged from the manor today to help assuage the fears of the townspeople due to Lord Warcraft's absence. She assures us that the Lord's in good health, but it was rather peculiar the way she had ordered about the guards. She'd never wielded that kind of authority before. I'm sure I'm overthinking it. After the trials of the past few weeks, we should take whatever blessings we can get. Or she's behind the whole thing. Sarah Dwen keeps trying to get me to join her sister circle. I don't like it. Every day that passes, I see more and more girls about the town wearing that wicker charm. At this pace, the whole town's going to join before I know it. And the men don't even seem to notice. They're more oblivious than usual. It's almost as if they're on under some sort of spell. There's been a third disappearance this week. The guards insist there's nothing to be worried about, but I know better. I spoke with Mr. Knowlton just last night, and he saw the body of John the Stablehand, who was the first to go missing. The image was burned into his brain, he said. Profane markings covering the walls of his servant's shack, and his body sprawled out in his cart, a gaping hole in his chest where his heart used to be. Knowlton is gone now, and the guards are silent. I feel that Coeur d'Alene is no longer safe for me and my family. Once we are able, we should relocate to Aram's Strand. Alright, here's the final journal entry. To whomever reads this, do not trust the Sisterhood's magic. I don't know where they came from, but their circle grew in secret in the dark places of Coeur d'Alene. Now they have taken to the streets, killing all who stand in their way and hunting others with the wicker abominations. Nobody knows what they want. All they speak of is revenge for their master and the glory to their traitorous leader, the Mother. I don't think I'll make it out of Coeur d'Alene alive. I can only hope my words reach someone else who can take action. Do not allow these sisters into your town. Their corruption will devour it from the inside, just like it has Coeur d'Alene. Would Lucy better be like low-key be one who betrays us at the last second? Because otherwise, how the fuck does she not know that her parents are clearly behind this, or at least involved? I don't know, man.
What can I do for you?
In fairness, maybe the intro to Kul Tiras gives us some kind of reasoning that we just don't know yet. The people of Drustvar will sleep more soundly with the witches in their world. Less witches, excuse me. I'm glad we're able to stop those things here before our coven could unleash them on Drustvar's unsuspecting citizens. I don't know, it kind of seems like all of Drustvar already kind of got fucked by them, like, super bad. I don't know how much of them are even left. This tale, such a tragic tale to befall my home. We must make this right, Warlock, for the people of Coeur d'Alene and for all of Drustvar. All here and accounted for? Very well, we waste no time. We must ride to Warcraft Manor. Storming the manor! Now is our chance. Warcraft Manor is just up that hill. Hopefully inside we'll find my mother and father. If we also manage to find the mother that's leading this horrible coven, then we will make her regret the day she ever set foot in Drustvar. Are you with me, Warlock? Follow Lucille toward Warcraft Manor.
See you around.
Warcraft, excuse me. Inquisitors, this is our chance to rescue Lord and Lady Warcraft and put an end to this insufferable coven. Stick close and do not stop your advance until we've breached the manor gates. Is no one going to say it? For House Warcraft, is really no one going to say maybe they're involved? Keep moving, we got this. Go for the eyes, Winston. Oh shit, got him. Or got her, I guess. Oh, you've screeched at the wrong woman, witch. Bam. Got her. Clearly the building's not in the game yet. We'll cover the flanks, Necroxus. Stick with Lucille and the Marshal. Well, you guys are killing them all in one hit, so I assume you're fine, man. The Mother. Awesome in-game event. Oh, Everett's been corrupted. That's fine, let's just kill him. I obey. Lucille has been coward? Maybe it's probably the revelation that it's her mother. What a shock. I didn't actually know it was her mother. Okay, here we go. The thing that I knew ahead of time was that Lord and Lady Warcraft are a boss fight in the dungeon. That's all that I knew. And their models aren't in the game yet. So I didn't know if they were servants, if they were corrupted, or if they were the leaders behind it, but for the love of God, the first thing you, like, at the very beginning of the storyline, like, how much clearer do they have to tell you that she's either behind it, or she's a servant of them? Like, I don't know, man. And now we're killing Marshal Everett. Oh, I'm so sad about it. I don't know, I just don't have much empathy to these characters. Where I'm like, oh no! I have to kill Marshal Everett. Oh, dang. Whatever. Kill him quick. He just has a lot of health, and he's doing no abilities, which I assume will be different in live, of course. But no, this is not right. Fight it, Marshal. Dearest Lucy, I have failed you. I'm sorry. Marshal, no! Mother, what have you done? Oh my god, what a shock!
How are you?
I'm sorry, this is all a bit too much. Thank you, Warlock, for protecting me. I'm gonna need a moment. This is a lot to process. The Marshal gone. My mother, the leader of the Coven? This is just too much. We have come too far to turn back now. It's clear that my mother and father, as I knew them, are gone. It's time we cleanse their taint from the land. Take the Inquisitors and find them in Warcraft Manor. End this. Once and for all.
Safe travels.
And, Inquisitors, the final battle is upon you. May the winds be at your back. Aye, aye, ma'am. We'll put the Coven in the ground. I'll spit on your mother's dead body. Inquisitors on me! Glory to House Waycrest. I'm afraid I will not be joining you inside, Mainlander. Corlane has been lost to me, but the people of Drustvar still need a leader to stand behind. I will return to Aram Strand. Meet me there when the deed is done. So yeah, we have to go into the manor to kill her. Unfortunately, that dungeon's not in the game yet, to my understanding. That's, yeah, none of these are in the game yet, except for Altaldazar and Freehold. Yeah, the door's not even open. So here's Waycrest Manor. Doesn't it look great, guys? Clearly, not finished. But thus comes to the end of the Drustvar storyline. I gotta say, everybody, I understand people who like it, and if you liked the storyline, you know, more power to you. Like, super, I'm glad you do. No sarcasm there, I swear. I found it insufferably boring. The twist, if that you can even call it that, was clear from almost the very beginning. And not because I knew they were dungeon bosses, but because it's just obvious if you're paying attention. I think making the whole zone's storyline about the witches was just such a terrible mistake. And you know, someone at Blizzard agreed with that, because originally, I don't remember if I've said this or not yet, originally, at BlizzCon, they said this, and I was at the panel, I watched it live. They said that the storyline of the witches and the Drustvar was originally a small part of Drustvar. Excuse me, the witches and the Drust. Was originally a small part of Drustvar. And they decided to change that and expand it to the whole zone storyline. I honestly just don't think that there's enough here to make this an entire zone's storyline. Like, the whole things with, like, the Order of the Embers is, like, okay. It feels kind of like after the fact that they're trying to fill out something that they knew shouldn't be as long as it is. Like, the Order of the Embers, cool, I guess. Using silver to fight witches. I mean, like, basic storyline tropes. You use silver to fight cursed enemies, you know, whether it's werewolves or witches, whatever. The whole backstory of the Drust, it's just like a generic origin story again, and it just feels like the game's story has been going on for so long that we don't need... It's not that we never need new things, but the new things that we need don't need to be repeats of other storylines. Like, the story of the Drust is just a story of the Vrykul from Wrath of the Lich King. You guys get that, right? It's like literally the same exact story. Their leader once controlled this whole land at some point in the past, and that they were all killed, although in the case of the Vrykul story, King Yimmeron went to sleep purposefully, magically, but they still all were gone, and then all of a sudden, at the current time, this new force is here, whether it's the Scourge, or whether it's the Heartsbane Coven, and they're trying to wake them up, and you have this big, long storyline where you're trying to stop them from doing it, and spoiler alert, you fail both times, and they get resurrected. And Gorak Tol is the final boss of the Waycrest Manor story. Let's see if the Dungeon Journal is even in the game yet, because I can show it to you so that I'm not bullshitting. Where is it? Waycrest Manor. Here are the bosses. The first boss is the Witch Council. Here we go. I like that. I think this is my favorite model of the witches, by the way, because I think the Plague Doctor mask is so cool. And then there's another boss, Wicker Goliath. Third boss is this pig, which I don't think we've seen anywhere else before. Looks really, really cool. It reminds me of I saw this model when they updated the new patch yesterday, and I couldn't put my finger on where this reminded me of. It reminds me of everyone who's played Darkest Dungeon. The Swine King looks just like this. The big fat swine man who has a big cleaver. And I mean, I'm not saying they copied it, but I'm just saying it looks really cool, and that's kind of what it reminded me of. And then the fourth boss, Lord and Lady Waycrest. Here's Lord Waycrest, clearly not alive and normal looking. Lady Waycrest is just the leader of the coven. And then the final boss is the Drust King, which we all know. The King of the Drust is Gorak Tol, because we saw it in the storyline. So it's just, I don't know what they could have done to change it. And that's the thing. That's what I know. Every time I criticize something, people go, well, how would you change it? And usually I have a good answer, but here I don't, and it's because, and this is like now Fantasy Zone, where the whole expansion would have to change for me to get what I wanted, but I never thought Kul Tiras and Zandalar could be as big as they are and be the entire expansion's landmasses. Like, I always thought we were going to go to Kul Tiras, I always thought we were going to go to Zandalar. I thought they would have been like one zone. Like, just Drustvar would have been Kul Tiras. And just whatever, one of the three zones in Zandalar was just all of Zandalar, and that's it. And they have their own really intense, contained storyline about joining the Horde and joining the Alliance. And then we go to other islands. You know, we go to Kazan, we go to Tel Abim if we want, I guess. We can go to Freehold, or not Freehold, Bloodsail Hold could be one of them. Najatar, of course, could be a landmass. All the other ones that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. And the reason I bring it up is because I feel like we get this storyline, which I think is kind of really boring and just drawn out, is because they made Kul Tiras the whole Alliance storyline. At leveling up, of course. At the end game, there's a bunch of other stuff going on. But they made it the whole story, and I feel like that just, I don't know. I'm open to new stories in the game, obviously. This one just didn't do it for me, guys. So that's my bumbling way to explain it. I'm sorry if you found my complaining annoying or whatever else, but I just wanted to give you my thoughts. I feel like the storyline wouldn't be as bad if the zone didn't take so long. Like, every single time you get to a new area, for the first half of Drustvar, it's the exact same thing like 4 or 5 times in a row. You show up, the town's fucked by something, you go and you kill or free a bunch of cursed people, you kill or free a bunch of witch minions, and then you kill the leader witch, and then the town's better. And then you go to another town. You did that for Fallhaven. You did that for all of the small side quests around there. You did that for Hangman's Point. You did that for Fletcher's Hollow. You did that for Aram Strand. You did that for Falconhurst. You did that for Corlane. It was the same thing every time. They were giving you just a little bit of more information every time, but not enough to balance out how long the storyline is. What I would do is cut the Falconhurst story in half. Show up there, save the town, craft the alchemical fire, and then just skip all the shit where they get kidnapped and going into the forest. Just go into the forest and do the quest where you stop Gorak Tol getting resurrected. Cut out all the pointless shit where you're like, you have to get a bunch of ingredients to save the alchemist because he's sick. Like, that was just like a 45-minute delay that had nothing to do with anything. So cut that out. That's a huge chunk of time that's gone. I feel like the Corlane bits were just long enough. That was good. The Fallhaven stuff was just long enough. That was okay. All of the side quests at the beginning that led to nothing, either get rid of them or change them to somehow matter to the story. The witch trial was fine. Those are basically my basic thoughts about what they could have done for Drustvar. So, let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Unfortunately, I really wish the dungeon they had available for the Alliance was Waycrest Manor, so it kind of tied into the storyline, but it's not. It's Freehold, which has nothing to do with this storyline. In fact, Freehold really has nothing to do with any of the zone storylines, except arguably one about the zone that has the pirates in it, which I believe is one of the other two ones. I can't remember which one, but they have to do with pirates. But Freehold, it's kind of like its own thing that doesn't matter too much, kind of like Kazan. So I really wish they would have had Freehold matter so they could kind of like conclude the storyline, because I kind of just want to go and kill Lady Waycrest because of how much shit she put me through with this boring ass storyline. Anyway, I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Tomorrow we're gonna start Zandalar, and they are doing Nazmir, which comparing what I played at BlizzCon Horde and Alliance, I liked Nazmir 1,000% more than I like Drustvar. So I'm more excited for that. So stay tuned tomorrow when we go to Nazmir and begin Zandalar and the Horde storyline. But until then, stay awesome. Thanks for allowing me to ramble. And then leave me your thoughts about all this in the comments below. If you want to call me a whiny bitch baby who just complains about everything, go for it. I assure you it's not the first time I've been told that. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Stay awesome, and yeah, farewell.